treacherous conditions in the snow. It's still falling. It's going to be around for a while. For now, we're live in Sleepy Hollow. I'm Allison Kane for the 6 Morning News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, good morning for everybody, Allison. Thank you so much.
All right, let's take a live picture of City Hall. We're waiting the mayor to go to the podium right there that's set up. Oh, actually, it's not City Hall.
Salt pile.
Yeah, down at the salt pile. I do love the salt pile. Sanitation.
I haven't been there in years, but man, I spent a lot of time there.
We all did, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Anyway, we're going to wait for Mayor Bloomberg to kind of update the city on the situation, the roadways. Of course, sanitation crews are on the scene there. I'm sure we're going to be talking to Commissioner Doherty as well, and he'll give us an update on the roadways, because there's a lot of roadways in here.
That's just a few minutes away. Right now, we're going to go to Linda Church and see what we're in for. Are we done yet?
No, we're not done yet. That's the sad part. This is an amazing storm. We've had snow since yesterday, on and off in the city. It did turn over to rain at times, but now it's just all snow all the time. We're going to see pockets of snow showers coming through. If you get a break, do not think that the storm is over, despite the fact that these are the snow totals from this storm. It is not over, really, until around sundown. Around sundown, everything starts to lighten up and everything starts to improve. We just wanted to put up some of the impressive amounts, more than 2 feet, Washingtonville, and of course that's a little bit upstate. Same thing with Mountain Lodge. Central Park, this is incredible, 17 inches, and that was a couple of hours ago. These are the official readings, so they don't update every hour. They update whenever they get around to it. So Central Park was updated, I think it was like 2 hours ago. So it's in excess of 17 inches at this point. We're continuing to add to that. Islip very close to 6 inches at this point. And then in New Jersey, West Milford, 1.5 feet. Ringwood, you're a little more than a foot. And then Wayne, very nice town, 9.2 inches of snow. Same thing for Howell. This is just to give you some perspective on the storm. And this is incredible if you think about it. In the season so far, we should be at around 18 inches of snow. That's where we should be at this.
Seymour Superland. Once a year, I go to the doctor. Hey!
Inches of snow so far.
Companies to reduce or eliminate your interest. Yep.
Instead of stretching, because it stimulates the synovial.
Take all these in for me, please. Hardly any volume on it, so let's embrace the good news. Northbound, southbound, past the Belt Merge and through Industry City, very quiet, and not a lot of snow on the roads either if you do have to head out in that direction. We'll check in on the B2E2. This is if you're traveling past the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges. Not a lot of volume out there either, and a lot of blacktop, so that's good northbound and southbound. Now, if you're looking for a parking space today, alternate side is suspended, but you do have to see the heaters. That's what's the roads for now.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Wanted to once again the situation in our area. Steve Cole from the Port Authority is really in the line right now. How's the condition? Improved it all, sir?
Not cruiser. From the flights route for landing, the runway. Obviously, the air's clear, opened. The airline working on the clock to keep leading taxi with their schedule. But you know, we've chosen for it very 11 cancel, most cancel duels. Keeps riding. We already had. So that's more than we strongly urge 100 flight that might have in that number of flight either thing. To move or even such anybody to call their airline today or that their flight are taking off before Monday to the airport. Go ahead.
So see, we see the video of planes taxiing or looking like they were moving out. Do you have anything taken off or landed in the last few hours?
There's been minimal flight activity over the last few hours. Like I said, the airports are open. But I think for scheduling purposes, the airlines have chosen to cancel most of their flights today to try to get back on schedule tomorrow and Sunday. But typically, with a storm of this magnitude, it's going to take them days before schedules are back to their normal.
Steve, we're going to interrupt you right there. Thank you for joining us. We do want to switch gears right now. Mayor Bloomberg is about to start by making some public remarks.
I hope everyone got through last night okay. I went to bed, however, with some sad news. Yesterday afternoon, a 56-year-old Brooklyn man was killed by a falling tree branch while walking in Central Park. He was walking through a part of the park called Literary Walk near 69th Street. And as you remember, yesterday's snow in particular was very wet and therefore very heavy, and the branch likely snapped under its weight. It was a tragic accident. The victim had just gotten off work and decided to walk through one of the city's beautiful parks and enjoy the thrill of a winter storm, and sadly he did not come home. It really is very sad, and our prayers with him and his families during this difficult time. And although the parks are open today, we're really advising everyone to be very, very careful when they're outside in these kinds of conditions. Cars can't stop as quickly as they might need to. Cars skid and trucks and buses the same thing. There are tree branches that fall, obviously, and it's very slippery. You can slip, so be careful. It's also a time when the heavy snow causes other damage. We did get a report this morning of a partial collapse of a roof in a commercial building on West 144th Street. At the moment, there are no reports of injuries, so hopefully that's the way it will turn out. As for the rest of the city, this morning's 1.1 million school children woke up with a good old-fashioned snow day. Back in my day, we used to wake up in the morning, look out the window at all the snow, turn on the radio to hear school was closed, and that's exactly what I think an awful lot of our kids did this morning. As you know, whenever a winter storm strikes on a school day, we always try to give parents as much information as possible and as early as possible. When we went to bed last night, we hoped that we could keep the schools open because one of our main objectives is always to keep students in school and allow parents to go to work. But unfortunately, the storm just sat on us all night long, and despite the tremendous job that the sanitation department did through the night, the heavy snow fell longer than predicted, and it was still falling very fast during the morning commute at a rate of more than an inch an hour. There have been strong gusts and icy road conditions, so travel for this morning's commute was treacherous, and it was simply too dangerous to put 1.1 million children on the streets and sidewalks this morning, and so we decided to cancel the school day and also the city's after-school programs. Our second priority is education. Our first priority, obviously, is safety.
Mira Milton como palea, mira.
Able to get the kids to and from school safely. We've only had 4 school days in the last 8 years and 2 months.
Rafa, buscar un pucho para calentarse un poquito.
Need the opportunities when that are being in the classroom, can give them. But just as in the condition bad, worse than forecast or the forecast so it was like the right 2 weeks ago. And I know we're very big inconvenience about a parent decision. It is a and for an awfully much. With that, parents, it really is a position, and when we don't close, particularly when we don't at this moment, but we'll always do it, make the decision a lot early as we can, but we're going to try the decision and err on the side of safety every time. And most of our public libraries in all 5 boroughs are still open today. So if you want to know where to take your kids, the public libraries would be a good place for